Hey, I'm handing over the mic.
We need you, Wendy.
All right.
We need Wendy
I
right
was
now.
trying to get out of this. I was going to go have some champagne.
Well, let's turn the show over to Marcus Smith. And Marcus, before we get to Kevin, there's a lot to congratulate Kevin about, but quickly, must congratulate you. What a great show tonight.
It was awesome. It was awesome. Well, this guy, I tell you what, the thing that I think really is special about what we saw tonight, Kevin and Rodney and the whole 4 team have been on a tear this year. Obviously, if you've been a NASCAR fan, you know that they have been dominating. And tonight, this new package gave them a challenge, but the best team came out on top. It wasn't a crapshoot. I think that's one of the great things about what we saw tonight. It was fantastic racing. It was. I saw a lot of fans. I've spent most of my time tonight out in the stands or up in the spotter stand, and I saw a lot of fans standing, and I heard a lot of fans cheering. So it was a great night. I think it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and in the end, Mr. Harvick, what a great job, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
It reminded me a lot of an IROC race, and I know I'm
That's
showing
cool.
my age there.
Yeah.
Most everybody that drives in the race now probably never drove an IROC car, but I think as you look at the night, obviously with so many unknowns and so many things that are different, and it's like Marcus said, it really shows the strength of our team, and I think it shows the commitment that Stewart Haas Racing and Ford have to come to this race and really be prepared to come out and try to win. So it was no different than any other race as far as the preparation goes. There was a lot of things that were different in the race. I think as you look at the restarts and the gear ratios and the engines with restrictor plates on them and the way that the cars would draft up, and you had to have a lot more handling than I think we anticipated. Just I think as you look at our car, it was really fast, but if it wasn't out front, we were going to be in trouble. So we were able to manage the restarts really well and get ourselves in a position to get up in the front and take control of the race. So that was fun.
What surprised you the most, Kevin? We didn't get a lot of practice time with this package. We didn't get a lot of track time before tonight. When you got out there, and did you notice that you had to be out front in order to have the dynamics of the car work the best?
That was the dynamic for us.
Yeah.
I think when you look at the 18 car, you look at the 42 car that came from the back, there was a lot of guys that were handling better than us, but we had raw speed. And I think the thing that surprised me the most were just the aggressiveness on the restarts and how for us in particular, we could run the bottom lane really well, but everybody else was middle of the top, and then they would all single file out on the straightaways as they fan out through the corners, and they'd single file back on the straightaways, and I'd get stuck on the bottom, and then I would lose ground, and I would actually make ground through the corner. But it reminded me of old Daytona, when the asphalt was old and the bumps were everywhere, because you could make a whole bunch of ground on the bottom, and then the top lane would just drive back by you down the straightaway. So it was interesting, and a lot of strategy in the moves that you had to make.